So just to show you, I typed in Cape Town Safari and there's several, but the one that I had looked up and went to was the Aquila Reserve one. Aquila Private Game Reserve. Yeah, that's the one. Website, super easy to navigate, very informative. I really liked it. So here's the website. It was very important for me to do a safari because it was a birthday present from my mom. It was nowhere near her birthday, but I wanted to do that for her. She wanted to see some elephants and I wanted to show her some elephants. So that's why we went to a safari. This one was around 2 hours outside of Cape Town. And so you can either drive there yourself or you can pick the option to get taken with like a bus. You can get bussed out there, a van, whatever. They had drinks. There was the Big Five. There were meal options. It was 10 out of 10, and you'll see all of that in this video. But I just wanted to show you, like, skim through the website to show you and remind myself what I actually did. So I chose to do the half day. There's several. You can do overnight. You can do day trips, like full day, half day. So I chose the half day option because it's cheaper, you know. And there's several day options: early morning, afternoon, sunset. I chose the afternoon one. And so this is where it was. It did start at like 12 and ended at like 4:30, so that was cool. It has a calendar on the right hand side to show you in green the available days that you can go. It's cheaper in the winter and stuff because, I mean, that makes sense. I went on an off season time. I went in January 2024, so it was cheaper at that point. The reserve is 10,000 hectares, so it was big. It was very big. It was great. It was really fun. I got picked up. I did choose the transportation option for 3 adults and got picked up at around 7-ish in the morning from my hotel. And we didn't get there until around 9-ish, I think. I don't remember, to be honest. It was something. But the pickup, the transport obviously costs more. It would have been cheaper if I didn't do the transportation, but that's fine. I didn't know how to drive on the left hand side of the road, so I chose to get transported. And here's some celebrities that went to the reserve. I thought that was kind of cool. Not to have Rihanna twice, honey, because she really is that. But yeah, I didn't know they had all these celebrities go. I just picked this because it just seemed like the best option. And I ended up spending around 500. I want to say it was somewhere around 557 US dollars. I don't remember what that was in rands, but I did end up spending that much for 3 adults. Again, 3 adults, half day. And it was really, really fun experience. I have zero regrets. That was honestly money well spent, especially since other safari options just seemed a little more expensive. So that was it for the celebrities and whatnot. And here is a drive around the reserve a little bit, or at least like where you check in and stuff. You can see, I love the architecture of the buildings. I thought it was really cool. You don't see that much at all. At least I haven't seen it in America, but I've also haven't been many places in America. So who am I to talk, really? Ooh, this footage is shaky. Look at me. Those are the vans that we sit in to do the safari drive. It is mostly enclosed except for like the sides, a part of the sides. And here we have our welcome drinks. Drinking age in South Africa is 18. I'm well over 18. I'm not even in my 20s anymore, so that was cool. Here we got to get some free food. We got to eat when we first arrived, drinks and food. And here's some of the footage. I actually had plenty of vegan options for myself, which was really nice. I appreciated that a lot. I think South Africa is actually really good at having food for everybody. Everybody can eat. So this was my plate. I had hash browns, roasted mushrooms, roasted tomato, chakalaka. I'm pretty sure that was chakalaka, and some bread on the side. And here's a view of the mountains. The view was really, it was amazing. We were in the country, honey. And this is me and the squad, my mom and my brother. This was right after I dyed my hair too, and I didn't remember when I didn't like the way my hair was dyed. Good times indeed. So we're off. We're in the van. We're off. This is around the compound, if you will. The views were amazing. So we went around this like lake thing. Again, 10,000 hectares. So there was plenty of wildlife, plenty of things happening, plenty of things going around. And here's some of those buildings were where you could stay when you would do the overnight. We came up on some buffalo, some zebra, I think some ostrich were there. And this was within the first 5 minutes. Our tour guide, safari guide person said he was going to do his very best to give us the best experience. We were gonna see the big five, hopefully, but they're animals. There's no guarantee that they're all gonna be where you think they're gonna be. And in 10,000 hectares of land, that's a lot of land for animals. But he did an amazing job. Our guide was absolutely phenomenal. He said he gave us so many interesting insights into the animals, like zebras with their stripes. Flies can't land on them because the difference between the black and white stripes on the zebras give a vortex of air on hot and cold sides, so that the flies can't land on them. And I was like, what? That's crazy. I've never heard that before, but that's amazing. Mind blown. So zebras are immune to flies. That's what I got from that. So that's what we first saw. We saw, what's a gang of ostriches called? I should look that up. But we saw a bunch of ostriches coming up. This was, again, within the first 5 minutes. My mind was blown. I felt like we were so close to these animals. I've never been so close to buffalo and zebras and ostrich. I've never seen an ostrich in real life. What the heck? Mind blown. And then I saw a dung beetle. I randomly just spotted a dung beetle. 2 of them. Just rolling some dung around. I was like, my life is made. So next, he took us to where they keep the lions. That's the only place there is a guarantee to see the lions, because the lions are being protected because they got them. It's a long story, but they basically got them from captors or something that wanted to hunt them, and they saved the lions, but the lions now don't have hunting instincts. They don't have maternal instincts. They don't have any of that. So they're trying to rehabilitate the lions so that they can reproduce effectively and hunt and all of these things. That's why they're in the compound, and also because there's overnight stays, and you don't want your guests to have to deal with lions outside of where they're sleeping. So they keep them in this area, and it makes sense to me. The lions were chilling. They were straight up chilling. I've never seen so many lions, especially up close. They were so cool. And also, they actually blended in. You can see them in the video, but when I was actually looking for them, it was so hard to spot them sometimes because they blended in incredibly well into their surroundings. Like the one on the right, from afar, unless it moves, you can't really, you can tell, but you can't really tell that something's there. So that was mind blowing. And here, one of the lionesses got up and she was walking, and we were like, oh snap. And she was coming kind of close to our little van, honey. I was getting a little sweaty. Just kidding. But we was all up on this lioness. The tour guide dude, he was hitting that reverse, and we were reversing back trying to follow this lioness to see what she was up to, what was good. And she was straight chilling. She was not fazed by the van of people pointing their cameras at her or anything like that. She was, as you can see, she ain't paying us no mind. She's doing her thing. So that was, I've never been so close to a lion before. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was freaking out. It was such a cool experience. She decided to chill, to lay there She wanted to be next to the lion, the actual lion, which you can't really tell because he was in like the bush area. But here she is going to the bush. You can see a little movement from the actual lion if you can see. And so yeah, he was chilling in the shade under some bush. She's over here pawing at him like, what you doing, fam? We got company. Like, present yourself. But he wasn't having any of that. We're on the move to find some more things. Those are springbok, if I'm not mistaken, and that is South Africa's national animal. Also the name of their rugby team, which we got to see win the World Cup while we were there in South Africa. It was super lit. It was a party for sure. The streets were live and active during that day. And here's our tour guide telling us some stuff about the compound. Can I call it compound? I'm just going to call it the reserve. He was telling us some stuff about the reserve, all that stuff. He was going to get us to see more of the things. Seeing the lions was like one of the best parts. He didn't know if we were even going to see the lions, so to see the lions was like so cool. That's definitely part of the big five. What the heck? So we're on the move. We're about to do a little pit stop, but in the background, I don't know if you can see, but there are there's like 3 or 4 elephants in that video. We were gonna make a pit stop and come back around for those, but at this pit stop we had more drinks. I had red wine this time, and I brought my little hat because it was hot. I don't know if you can tell. You can't tell, but it is hot. It was a very hot day. It was like well into the 90 degree weather. And there's the elephants. So what they did was they decided while we were doing our little pit stop, they were going to feed the elephants. Like, they were gonna bring out some food for the elephants close to where our van was. And so they smelled the food, and now they're coming down the hills. There's 2 of them in this video. Oh, 3. There's one in the far back as well. And they were coming up to see, like, to eat some food, see what's good, what's popping. My mom was incredibly happy and excited. Elephants are her favorite animal. So for her to get to see the elephants up close just warmed my little heart so much. It made me feel like a proud daughter that I was able to give her that experience, for sure. And the elephants are majestic. They're beautiful. They're one of my favorite animals as well. I love elephants. So to see them so close was fantastic. I was thinking, like, as a vegan, because I have like a mixed feelings about zoos. I can't just go to zoos because, like, animals in captivity is like, it's a thing, right? But because this is a reserve, they're like literally protecting. They are actually literally protecting these animals from poachers and from being hunted. And so this felt like a good thing to put my money towards. And so I was very happy with that, for sure. As you can see, they were eating. And this is about how far away we were. Before I zoomed in, you could see just how far away we were. We weren't super duper close, but we were close enough that I was excited. Very excited. Then we were on the move again. On the move, and in the middle of the road, I don't know if you can see, I zoomed in. There's a monkey in the middle of the road blocking us from continuing. So we had a little pit stop. We got to see some monkeys. Are they baboons? I don't remember what kind of monkeys they were, but there was a lot of them. There was a bunch of them. They were chilling. I think one pooped somewhere. I don't know if I got that on footage, but we got to see them drinking, chilling, using the bathroom, all that stuff. They were looking at us. We were looking at them. They were looking at us. Look at them. It was great. Oh, I think I did kind of capture one pooping. Is that what he's doing? She's doing? They're doing? I can't just assume their gender like that. That was rude. But yeah, they're drinking water. They're having a grand time. They're still looking at us. We're still looking at them. We're all just looking at each other. And it's great. It was actually really great. I can't even lie. They were super, super chill about it. And they were actually very close. They were closer than all of not the lion. The lioness was super close too. But they were one of the closer animals. So we're on the move again. And here's more footage of just how vast and big the reserve was. So we next went to see the rhinos. I love rhinos. Poachers did get in. The guide told us that poachers did come in last year, the year before, and did kill one of the rhinos. The rhino horns, just like a turtle's shell, is very much connected to not organs, but like blood supply and whatnot. It's like part of them. It's not just sitting on top of something and once you take it off, then it's like, oh, it's fine. No, they bleed out when their horns are taken off. So that was really sad. It was really sad to hear. And the rhinos have very, very poor eyesight. And so that's why they are notoriously violent if you get close to them, because they can't see. I'd be violent too if someone was coming up on me and I didn't know they were coming up on me until they were like right up on me. You feel me? So I get it. I'd be violent too. So yeah, that was interesting. So we got to see a bunch of rhinos. The baby was chilling with his mama, and yeah, it was cute. It was real cute. I was like, aw. I don't know how they just out there in that heat like that though. Like it was hot. I can't even lie. I am not one of them ones that can handle heat like that. But they were chilling. They were straight chilling. And I'm glad that these rhinos are good. They are safe. They are safe as far as I know. And they are doing well with their horns intact. That's what matters. LOL at this zebra just chilling, standing there, just chilling. Next up on the big 5 list that we got to see were the giraffes. And they were giraffing. They were eating. Well, one was definitely eating. They had like food container things on the trees so that they can eat, I guess, without straining their neck too much. I don't know if those are the type of trees they can eat from anyway, but they had food on the tree available for them to eat that the reserve people put out for them so that they can do their thing, and they were. And he turned the van around, our guide turned the van around so that the other side, my side, can get a better view of the giraffe. So I got my camera out and was looking at these giraffes. I'm pretty sure that giraffes, just like zebras, their spots are like fingerprints, that they're not all the same. Then we got to see kind of the hippo. You can see a little bit. All the hippos were under the water. So I still feel like it counts because I got to see them come up for air a little tiny bit in this video, and that counts to me as seeing all of the big 5. You can't I can't. Yeah. So then after we did that, we got to chill out at the reserve for a few minutes. We got to go to the pool, get more drinks if you wanted to. I didn't get any more drinks. I was good. But we got to chill out at the pool and then get transported back to our hotel. And that was my safari experience. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.